Two souls met where the golden dunes breathe, where silence holds stories beneath every grain. The desert opened its arms like an ancient promise, and destiny carved our names in its endless sand. You came with the wind, gentle but powerful. A whisper turned into a heartbeat beside mine. I walked toward you without knowing the path, yet every step felt like it was written long before time. Two shadows became one under the burning sun, as if the sky blended our spirits into a single flame. Your eyes held the calm of 1,000 sunsets. My soul found its home the moment you spoke my name. The desert watched silently. It knows love better than any city of noise. It has seen lovers bloom where nothing grows, and heard heartbeats louder than human voice. Your hand in mine felt like a lifelong destiny, not a moment, but a forever written in dunes. Every breath we took became a vow, every heartbeat a promise beneath the silver moons. Two souls wandering, yet never lost, for we had each other in that vast forever. The sun melted into our dreams each night, binding our spirits tightly together. The desert winds carried our laughter far, letting the stars hear how love begins. Even the night bowed to our connection, as if heaven itself wanted us to win. Two souls, one desert, one forever. A love untouched by time, storms, or fate. The night wrapped us gently in its velvet silence, a silence that spoke louder than words ever could. The stars stitched a pathway across the sky, as if guiding our hearts through the desert's endless hood. Your smile glowed brighter than the moon's silver edge, soft, warm, a beacon in the vast unknown. I felt my soul lean closer to yours, like two rivers destined to merge into one. We sat upon a dune shaped by ancient winds, its curves as timeless as the stories it kept. You rested your head upon my chest, and the desert held its breath while you slept. Every grain of sand felt sacred that night, as if heaven had scattered blessings around us. The wind hummed melodies of forgotten lovers, songs that made even the stars stay awake to watch us. Your dreams fluttered like gentle wings, and I wished to be the sky they soared through. For in that moment, I knew with certainty, forever wasn't just a word, it was you. We woke to the first light touching the dunes, a golden brush painting our fate anew. The sun rose slowly, almost respectfully, as if it knew it was rising just for two. Hand in hand, we walked in the soft morning glow, leaving footprints the wind promised to guard. Two souls moving in perfect rhythm, as if love itself was our only bard. You spoke softly of hopes and dreams, and every word felt like a pearl of light. The desert listened with ancient wisdom, smiling quietly at the birth of something bright. Our hearts beat to the rhythm of the earth, a pulse carried from dune to dune. Even the sky changed its hues for us, turning shades of love with every noon. Two souls, intertwined like desert trails, wandering but never alone. For in this vast land of silence and sand, we had built a lifelong home, and the desert whispered, again and again, one forever, one forever, one forever. The noon sun stretched its fire across the sky, yet beside you, even the heat felt gentle. Your presence softened every harsh horizon, turning the desert into something sentimental. We walked through valleys shaped by time, through dunes that rose like golden mountains. Every step echoed with the truth of us, two souls drinking from the same heart's fountain. You pointed toward a distant mirage, its shimmer dancing like a dream in motion. You laughed, and the desert lit up brighter, as if every grain of sand had found a new glow. Even the wind paused to listen to you. for your joy was a blessing it wanted to know. We found shade beneath a lonely acacia tree, a tree that had waited years for our arrival. Its roots whispered stories to the earth, stories of longing, endurance, survival. You leaned against me with a quiet sigh, and the world became smaller, softer, kind. The desert, vast as eternity itself, felt like a simple garden with you by my side. Your hair danced gently with the breeze, each strand glowing like threads of sunlight. I touched your cheek and felt destiny pulse, a promise repeating itself, soft but bright. Hours passed with no sense of time, for love does not follow the desert's clock. It flows like the wind, timeless and free, carving forever into every rock. We spoke of tomorrows shaped by hope, of nights where our hearts would never feel apart. Your voice trembled like music of the dunes, playing the secret chords of my heart. The desert, ancient and wise, watched silently, as if guarding the bond it helped create. It knew we were written in each other's fate. Two souls, one path, one unbroken state. Even the clouds drifted close to hear us, hovering like guardians above our embrace. They knew that a love born in the desert would carry the strength of an endless space. We rested, dreamt, and breathed as one, bound by a peace only true love brings. The horizon softened into evening gold, and the sky unfolded its twilight wings. As evening settled like a soft embrace, the desert shifted into shades of crimson gold. The world grew quiet as a prayer in the wind, a silence only true lovers can hold. You stood facing the horizon's fire, your silhouette shaped by the glow of dusk. In that moment, you were poetry itself, a living verse the universe wrote for us. The sun dipped slowly behind distant dunes, leaving trails of amber across the sand. Its farewell light shimmered on your skin, as if blessing the touch of my steady hand. We watched the sky change its colors, a painter lost in its own imagination. And somehow, within that endless beauty, our hearts found a deeper conversation. You spoke of dreams carried from childhood, gentle hopes hidden in the folds of time. I listened as if every word you shared was a sacred, eternal rhyme. Night approached with a tender softness, spreading its dark velvet across the land. Stars woke one by one above us, twinkling like diamonds scattered by God's hand. The desert cooled and breathed anew, its winds humming in peaceful refrain. You wrapped your arms around me gently, and the world felt free of sorrow and pain. Together we built a fire of fragile sparks, a small flame dancing in the ancient night. Its glow painted warmth across your face, a portrait framed by flickering light. We talked until the moon rose high, a silver lantern guiding the lovers of earth. Every moment with you felt like destiny, like a story older than our birth. You placed your head upon my shoulder, your breath steady, soft, serene, and I held you as if holding the world, for in truth, you were my world's queen. The desert owl cried somewhere far, a lonely echo fading into the dark. But between us, silence spoke louder. A silence that left a permanent mark. Two souls, wrapped in one shared night, bound by a future we both could feel. The moon climbed higher, a silent guardian, suspended like a pearl above the dunes. Its light spilled softly across the desert, turning every shadow into silver runes. You looked up at the sky in wonder, as if seeing the stars for the very first time, their glow reflected in your gentle eyes, creating a cosmos in your gaze so sublime. We lay upon the soft, cooling sand, side by side, hearts beating in quiet sync. I traced constellations with my fingertip, and you followed every line with a blink, your voice trembling like a fragile breeze. A warmth spread through the desert wind, as if it carried our promise across the earth. The stars leaned closer, shining brighter, witnessing our love, our vow, our rebirth. We spoke of a home built from love, a place where hearts rest without fear. You told me your dreams in quiet detail, and every dream pulled me closer, near. Your fingers brushed lightly against mine, a touch that felt like a vow unspoken. In that single tender, fleeting moment, every wall inside my soul had broken. The night grew deeper, but never dark, for your presence lit the world around. Even silence felt rich and comforting, a sanctuary where peace was found. The dunes shifted gently with the wind, like ancient spirits moving under moonlight. Their soft rustle felt like a lullaby, singing the desert's love through the night. You took a breath, a soft, trembling breath, and it carried your heart straight into mine. Two souls, blending, merging, glowing, creating a love nothing could confine. Hours passed in a dreamlike drift as we spoke of life, destiny, and desire. Every sentence a thread of pure devotion, every word a spark in a growing fire. The night finally kissed the horizon, fading slowly into the arms of dawn. But our hearts stayed wrapped together, even as the stars began to pull away and yawn. And in that fragile moment, when darkness surrendered to morning's embrace, I saw forever written clearly. In your eyes, your soul, your face. Dawn stretched slowly across the quiet dunes, painting them with soft strokes of tender gold. The first light touched your sleeping face, a sight more beautiful than stories ever told. You stirred gently in the morning breeze, as if waking from a dream woven by angels. I watched the light dance upon your skin, a glow soft enough to calm all battles. The desert woke with a peaceful sigh, its sands warming beneath the newborn sun. But the warmest place in all the world was here beside you. Two souls become one. You opened your eyes with a sleepy smile, a smile that melted the desert's silence. In that moment, time felt fragile, held together by our shared existence. We rose from the sand slowly, hand in hand, as if rising into a new chapter of fate. The desert stretched endless before us, a blank canvas where destiny would create. The wind brushed lightly against your hair, carrying the scent of morning and hope. Even the dunes stood taller then, watching two lovers learning how to cope. We began walking toward an unseen horizon, feet sinking softly into the golden ground. You laughed when the sand shifted suddenly, a sound that made heaven turn around. The desert birds took flight above, tracing circles in the warming air. We found a ridge shaped like a crescent moon, a place where the sky met the earth with grace. You climbed to the top with a playful smile, wind kissing the beauty of your face. From there we saw the world in silence, endless dunes stretching like waves of light. In that still, breathtaking desert sea, we felt our spirits take gentle flight. You turned toward me with soft eyes, eyes carrying stories your lips didn't speak. And without a word, I understood. Your heart had found what it came to seek. We stood together beneath the waking sky, like two promises sealed by ancient air. And in that quiet, soaring moment, forever didn't feel distant. It felt perfectly, fiercely there. The sun rose higher, claiming the day, but nothing could outshine the fire within. For two souls bound by desert fate carry a love no storm can ever thin. And so we walked on, gently, slowly, toward the horizon that welcomed our steps. Two shadows stretching into infinity, two hearts moving without regrets. As the morning unfolded into bright serenity, the desert turned into a glowing sea of fire. Not fire that burns, but fire that warms, a gentle blaze shaped by love's desire. We walked through dunes, soft as whispered prayers, each step sinking lightly into golden grace. You held my arm with a tender firmness, as if the earth itself might shift its place. The sun climbed steadily, bold and brilliant, casting long shadows behind our feet. And somehow, our two shadows merged, a sign that our souls had already complete. The heat rose in shimmering waves, dancing above the sand in a mirage-like trance. You laughed at the bending horizon line, as if the world itself were learning to dance. We stopped at an ancient stone half buried, weathered by centuries of wind and time. You touched it, feeling its silent history, its pulse, its story, its forgotten rhyme. You asked softly, gazing at the still desert air. Your eyes softened, your breath grew deep, and you leaned gently against the stone. Even the desert held its breath in awe, watching two lovers carve an era of their own. We sat beneath the rising sun, sharing water, sharing silence, sharing thought. Every quiet second with you felt rich, a treasure no place on earth had ever brought. The wind brushed across your face again, lifting your hair in a graceful, gentle arc. You closed your eyes, letting the breeze write poetry on your skin, soft, invisible, and stark. I watched you as if watching a sunrise, as if witnessing beauty unfold from within. Your soul shone brighter than daylight itself, a radiance untouched by worldly sin. Hours drifted in a peaceful haze, a golden ribbon stretched in time's embrace. The desert echoed our steps and breath, holding our presence like a sacred place. Then you pointed toward a distant ridge, where the dunes formed a winding trail. "Let's go there," you whispered softly, your voice steady as a ship's first sail. We rose to continue our endless walk, leaving behind memories etched in sand. Yet every step forward held more love, more promise, more grace, more command. Two souls, wandering deeper into forever, tracing dreams where earth and sky unite. Two hearts, one flame, one destiny, burning gently beneath the desert light. One desert, vast, wild, eternal. One love, steady, fearless, true. One forever, unbreakable, unending, born the day my soul found you.